Hi beautiful people, hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lilian Shiro. I trained back in Kenya as a nurse and I apparently work in the UK as a registered nurse. So guys, in today's video I'm going to do a very long awaited video on healthcare assistant jobs here in UK. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. So if you're new, kindly consider subscribing to this channel and I will really appreciate your support. Stay tuned to the end of this video so that you don't miss some very crucial information. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Happy to bring to you this video today because this video it's regarding healthcare assistant jobs here in the UK, and I have to tell you that the reason as to why the healthcare assistant jobs are so many now in the UK, it's because of the shortage. So it's been grouped or listed under the shortage jobs here in the UK, and also it has been grouped under the skilled visa. So guys, now the reason as why I'm saying I'm happy is because so many people have been asking me, are there any other jobs that we can come and do in the UK? I'm a teacher, or maybe I did health records, or I did pharmacy, or I did whatever you did, even if you are like an engineer, or even if you are in that particular field and you feel it's not fulfilling, you're free to join the UK as a healthcare assistant. By the way, before I even continue, if you're a nurse, please don't like apply for the healthcare assistant job to come here. Even if it's a senior healthcare assistant job, don't do that, and I'll explain the reason as to why in another video. But for now, I'll stick with the healthcare assistant job and just explain what you require. So guys, that's why I'm saying I'm happy, and I hope this is good news to most of you who have been asking me, are there other opportunities that we can come to do in the UK, you know, opportunities for jobs that we can come to do in the UK. Now this is your chance, this is your time to come to UK if you're interested, even if you're in any other field of work, and you really don't need like health background for you to get this job. No, you don't. So guys, I won't take long here. I'll just go straight to the point, and I'll just start by telling you the requirements for the healthcare assistant job. What you need is to have qualified from high school. There's no one who can take you if you've not qualified your high school. So you need to have qualified your high school, and of course you don't really need that high mark. No, the other thing you need is to have an experience, yeah, and this experience is not really like a permanent job. You don't need. What you need is just to go and volunteer somewhere, even if it's in a clinic or it's in a hospital. For those people who are already doing the healthcare assistant jobs, they can come here as senior carers, yeah. And for those who don't have the healthcare assistant job experience, you can look for maybe volunteer or a job if you can have it. But I have spoken to several people, it's very hard to get these jobs. And again, it's not, I didn't realize that like those people were in public hospital in Kenya. I didn't even realize that the HCA jobs are not even recognized, because what we have most there, we call them like the subordinate staff, but not healthcare assistants. But for the private hospitals, they are HCA, they are healthcare assistants. So when I was training, I didn't know about the healthcare assistants, but when I came to work in private hospitals at the time, I used to work together with the healthcare assistants. And if you are asking who is a healthcare assistant, guys, it's the nurse aide, like you work together with nurse. Also, I did a video that was about nursing in care homes. Please go and check that video. You will have a clue of what I'm talking about when I say you'll be working with the nurse. Yeah, so that's the experience. You can volunteer somewhere. You don't really have to have a permanent job. And I know I was speaking to someone a few days ago, and I was telling them, even if you are doing that job from Monday to Friday, over the weekend, take that Saturday, if not Sunday, take the Saturday, go and volunteer somewhere in a hospital or in a clinic, because you need the reference. Of course, you need the reference. Yeah. So so the third requirement here will be a healthcare giver certificate. So there are several courses that you can do online, and that will provide you with the healthcare giver certificate, and that is a nurse aide certificate. So also you can go to Red Cross. I know they provide this. You can go to Red Cross. They are providing the nurse aide, but not in all countries, because the people that I've spoken to in Kenya, there's not really a nurse aide course. I don't understand how, but there are several courses that you can do. But again, also there are colleges which are providing 1 year diploma of the healthcare assistant course, or maybe the caregiver course. So yeah, just do your research on what you can study on. Mostly for as long as something that's gonna give you a healthcare giver certificate, go for it. Other things, guys, that you need, it's a police clearance. Of course, when you are coming here, you need to be cleared by the police that you are not a criminal, because you are dealing with vulnerable people. Most likely you'll be working with the elderly, or maybe you'll be working as a domiciliary care worker. So that means you'll be providing care in people's home. So yeah, mostly because it's vulnerable people, or probably you don't know, you'll be maybe dealing with learning and disability, So if it's kids, there are people who are vulnerable, you'll be dealing with them. So you have to have a police clearance that you're not a criminal. Back in Kenya, I think it used to take 2 weeks once you apply, 2 weeks, but at the moment I understand it's 1 month. I don't know, so you have to get prepared. Okay, so after the police clearance, you need the TB certificate to show that you don't have TB. There are some countries specifically they asked even for yellow fever vaccination and stuff like that, but not all. In Kenya, you just have to show you don't have TB, so you have to go to the IOM where you can get the TB certificate to clear you from having TB, or to show that you don't have. Also, you might be required to show your general health condition is okay. And this point where you usually go to the approved public health, who can fill in a form and certify that you are in general good condition, your health, so you are healthy and you can work. The other thing, guys, you need, it's IELTS. That is the English exam. That is just to show that you can communicate well in English and that you can understand when someone is talking to you. Of course, means of communication, so they need to know that you can speak in English fluently. And you can do either OET or IELTS. But for the caregivers, the HCAs, you don't really have to have that high band of the IELTS. No, you can just have, maybe there are those people I saw online, there's an agency that was asking for band 2, but for me, I would say, because you are traveling, why don't you aim for a band 5, or even band 4 going up, band 5, something that you can do something else, or that, I don't know, just that if there's another opportunity that will come maybe along the way in future, you will fit in. Yeah. And also, guys, remember, you need a UK visa. So if you need a UK visa, you need to do UKVI. For those people who are already here as healthcare assistant, who have come as a healthcare assistant or senior healthcare assistant, I've seen like they did the UKVI. So when you're doing your IELTS, you do UKVI. If you think you want to further your studies at some point here in the UK, make sure you do academic. So yeah, after you've had now your IELTS and everything, now come do your CV. So your CV, of course, and you need a cover letter for your CV, you know, yeah, sell yourself out there. And also because you did those courses which are online and they have given you like the caregiver certificate, so make sure to include that, the courses that you've done in your CV, because the employer will be able to sample you out from the many people who are applying for this job, because it's so demanding. There are so many people who are applying for this job, because you don't know, the rules might change, like, you know, the immigration status might change anytime. Because I remember when we were coming here as nurses, I think we were among the first people who came here when the UK started like recruiting massively. But now you see what's happening already. There are red listed countries, there are amber listed countries, you know. So before anything changes, do it as soon as you can. Yeah, so what I was trying to say is just do your CV, have a good CV, have a good cover letter to sell yourself. And you need to include the courses that you've done for the caregiver, whether you did online or you did physically in your country in a maybe medical field, or maybe you've been trained in your own, you know, hospital where you work. Yeah, just include that there. Or you can use Red Cross, they usually provide in whichever country it is, they usually provide, or any course that is related to that. You need to have a passport, and I think passport should be number one. You know, those things that usually like take some time before they are processed, start with them, and that is the passport. And this other thing I said, police clearance. So passport and police clearance, they are things that usually take some time. That I'm saying, you know, in my country, in Kenya, it takes some time before you get your passport. I think right now it's taking a whole month. Before it was 2 weeks. As well as police clearance, it was taking like 2 weeks. Now it's taking more than a month. So as you prepare, guys, do that. Make sure you doing those ones. You have to check your priorities, what comes first. Yeah, once you're done with all that, guys, and you've set your everything that is required ready, make sure you have a birth certificate. Of course, you can't apply for your passport without a birth certificate. So you need your original birth certificate, your passport. This is the identity. You know, they're gonna want to see that the person who is presenting themselves here is the same person whom we are seeing in these documents. So you have to make sure that your birth certificate and the passport, they are reading the same name. There's no difference there. Make sure that, because the names, like now, my name is Lillian, and there are other Lillians. Even here I see there are some people who usually, like some companies, they write my name as Lill with a double L, and mine is single L. So make sure there's no mistake between that. Make sure your name is accurate in your documents. There's no difference in that. And also when I was saying you write your CV, make sure that your CV, your references, they are good. They are going to give a good reference for you. Yeah. And then after that, you have all your identification and everything. Now you can wait to do an interview. And once you've passed your interview, then you'll be given a certificate of sponsorship by your employer, either through agency or maybe directly, because like now there are different countries. Okay, I'll say still the red listed and the amber listed countries, the agencies can't recruit from there actively. No, they can't. But that is something I'll find out really. But I think I did ask, we had a meeting with the MMA the other day, and they said that is MMA recruiting agency, is the agency that I came with here, and they said they can't recruit healthcare assistants from Kenya because it's still a number listed country. So yeah, you get the certificate of sponsorship, and then you are ready to go and apply for your visa. Now, going to apply for your visa, you need, of course, your identification, the passport, and you need now to do your biometrics. You need to carry your TB, clearance, all those documents that you are using, you will have them. So, and also you have like your job offer letter that you take to the visa center. Yeah, so I think, guys, I've already mentioned so much about the requirements. In case I've missed something, please come back and ask. Comment in the section below, and yeah, I'll get back to you. Not only that, I think I'm just telling you to prepare. This is like a preparation process, because I said if you don't have like a healthcare worker job, you don't have to have that background. No, start now. You see, when you think I want to go to UK, I want to become a HCA, either senior or a healthcare assistant, the carer. But someone may ask, what is a senior healthcare assistant and who is a care assistant? So the difference is that the person who is senior will be like delegating the same work that you're doing, and they will be foreseeing what is being done, that is done in the right way. So you'll be having some roles to play there, whereby you can maybe allocate duties, delegate to your colleagues, and be there to support, doing like induction. So if you are a senior healthcare assistant, once you start your job, you're the one now to be inducting the junior staff who are coming under you. That's why you're a senior. And if you're a healthcare assistant, of course, now you'll be assisting with the daily living support, like feeding, hygiene, toileting, maybe like activities. Of course, you can liaise with the person. There's an activity, like in care homes, there are activity organizers. You can liaise with them. If not that, probably you'll be working in the homes, just like I mentioned about the domiciliary healthcare workers at homes. You may be required to take your service user to the park to do shopping, I don't know, some parties and stuff like that, because I've seen that before. Even to the church, guys. Yeah, I've seen that in church. The healthcare assistant who are helping the people who are living in their homes, they come with them to the church. Yeah, so those are the kind of jobs that you'll be doing. It depends really with where you are. Something else I forgot to mention is that you need a driving license. Yeah, you need a driving license, because if you are working from home to home, if you are in a domiciliary care, you'll be working from home to home, and the time, like the people I've been talking to, their time is different. It's varied, it's varying from 8 to 6. Others it's varying from 10 to 10. So you must make sure you have a driving license. So when you come here, you'll be given a car and you can drive yourself to wherever you're supposed to go. Yeah. So, and the other thing I can say, this I'm saying because one of my friend here, a healthcare assistant, who just came the other day, when she came, she was given a manual car. So just make sure you practice driving with the manual car. Because I know, like in Kenya, when we are doing driving, mostly we do with a manual car. There we don't do automatic. It's just the other way. I found out in UK you can do your driving test with the automatic car, but back home you do with the manual. Please stick to manual. Don't switch like what I did. That's the mistake that I did. So when I did my driving, after 2 months, I switched to the automatic, and then I didn't have so much experience with manual car. So please practice with manual car, because that is the car that you'll be given. And the reason being, the manual car, they are cheaper and they are very good vehicles here in UK. If you've not watched how to buy a car in the UK, go ahead and watch that video. If you've not watched how to get a driving license here in the UK, please go ahead. I've done those videos and I will include them in my description so that you can watch them. Let me just stress on this. You don't need to have a healthcare background. You don't need to have worked in hospital. You don't need to have gone to medical school. You don't need that to become a healthcare assistant here in UK. Guys, you know what I said, there are other opportunities, and your opportunity is now. If you want to come to UK, take this opportunity. And also do more research, you know, on the government website. Do more research and see which other jobs are provided under the shortage skilled visa. Okay, depending on the country where you are coming from, you can apply for the job directly to the employer. Just go online, Google for the care homes jobs, you know, for the healthcare assistant or the senior healthcare assistants which are offering their sponsorship. That is what you should Google. Yeah. And then some other employers, they are agency, but they can give sponsorship, but it's not like they are mediating. No, they are the employers, and this mostly with the domiciliary care workers. Just apply direct to that company and you have a job offer, mostly in the red and amber listed countries. The other countries that are not red listed, guys, or amber listed, you can still use the agency. And if you're using the agency, there are some agencies which are charging people money, but now it will depend with your agreement. They are charging people money, others are not charging people money. To see what's happening, there are some, those who are provide the sponsorship, like for 1 year. Like the government one is strictly like 1 year for the care worker, 1 year under the shortage skilled visa. But there are employers who give you like 1 year, 3 years, or even 5 years of sponsorship. Get to agree with your employer, the person who is offering you the job, and see how it will work out for you. So just be ready. And of course, guys, you need money for this process. Yeah, for you to get the passport, you need money. For you to get the TB test, you need money. I think the TB test is, for an adult is 14,000, and for a child it will be around 6,500. I think my daughter's I paid 6,500 or something like that. So you have to have money. Police clearance, the same. You need money for that. I think 1,200 or 1,500. You need something. I'm talking about Kenyan money. So just do research in your country how much money you'll be expected to have. And then, guys, when you're coming here already, please have some money, have some cash. You can come and you can change that money here, or you can change back there before you come here, because you need to survive. You need to come and you need to eat, you need to drink. No one is providing you these essentials. No one is providing for you food. So you need to have at least 200 pounds with you. 200 pounds will be like 30,000 Kenyan money. So yeah, have it ready so that you don't come and then you'll be suffering. You don't even have transport, you don't have food to eat. Yeah. So guys, yeah, we've come to the end of this video, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you in my next video.